PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. You can see it right here. Tax return. It's the perfect storm. So we got a hurricane here, got a tornado here, got a cold front here, hot front here, and they're all converging on one place. It's the continental United States and Alaska. Yep, here it comes. People have money right now. We've got the government giving stimulus checks, $1,400 per individual, extra money with children at home, so somebody's got $5,000 they didn't know was coming. Last year, they had a whole lot of expenditures. Their tax return is big, so they're getting $6,000 back. So I got a customers out there who's got $11,000 in cash that they have no idea what to do with it. People don't save. They're going to spend it. And if you've got $11,000, if you've got $3,000 or $5,000 or $7,000, what are you going to do? You're going to get either a car or a toy. So they're going to get a vehicle, some wave runners, a boat, something. But they're going to spend that money. So that puts you in a really, really good place. Caution though. It puts every other sales professional in the automotive business in a very good place also. So we are now in a giant competition for that unspent money. So what do you have to do? Think about this. It's all about striking while the iron's hot and getting to the customer and getting them information that makes them want to do business with you. I realize that your dealership spends mega thousands of dollars on advertising. I realize that your manufacturer spends all kinds of money. I realize they buy interest rates down from a normal 3 or 4% rate, buy it down to 0 or 0.9 or 1.9. And I realize all of those things drive people to ask questions from your dealership. But that is not you. What are you doing? I've had salespeople tell me how great a salesperson. I was their general manager, and they weren't great salespeople. They were good with conversation once the customer got there. They weren't offensive. They were very nice people. They communicated well, and if the customer was ready to buy, they sold them a car. But they didn't do anything out of the normal to increase the traffic flow. Think about how many options and leads that you're getting every year now from 2020 through 2021. The digital leads and digital inquiries. So email, chat, a text, a call to the dealership are at a record high. But the record high of people asking questions doesn't always turn into record high for people selling cars. We've heard about salespeople ringing the bell. 40, 50, 60, 70 cars in a month. That's the perfect storm. I've got money I didn't know. I'm going to come in and buy my rate down. Used cars are worth more than they've ever been before. Manufacturers are still incentivizing. That's the perfect storm. So if somebody will come in the dealership, you'll probably get them. But remember, they may be looking at 3 or 4 or 5 other locations other than you. So what do I need to do as a sales professional to let them know really the only place to do business is not my dealership, it's not my brand, it's not my vehicle, it's me. How can I make it easier? If the customer is giving you a chance to give them information during the week and they can't make it in till the weekend. There's a slow day. It's a Wednesday. It's slow. The weather is not really cooperating. They're in the market area. So they're within 15 miles of the dealership. Sneak that car over to their office so they can come outside and look at it in a neutral location. Remember, they've got money they want to spend. They're not going to hold on to that money for a long time. Once that money comes in, the clock starts to tick. And they're going to buy something. So we're not creating something evil here. This is not evil. Buying from you, if you're that top drawer salesperson that really follows up with the customers, that really goes the extra mile before they come in, then you're actually doing them a favor, letting them find and do business with you. So my story this week on PK52 is figure out what you need to do to be different than any other salesperson, realizing right now, while this money is flowing from the government and from tax returns, Some people have money because they didn't drive into the city every single day. They didn't pay for parking last year. They didn't pay for all these expenses eating out when they're in town. They work from their home. So their expenses went down, their expendable income went up. I love it that everybody's fired up with how many cars they're selling because you're the greatest salesperson on earth. But we're in a perfect storm. So if we're in a perfect storm, you need to do everything you can to make the destination you. This has been PK52, the Saturday Morning Meeting.